What's the appropriate amount of friends to have at our various ages?
I don't know anymore.
Really?
Enough to not feel lonely.
Well,
I think 10 is good.
Really? That seems exhausting.
10 seems like a lot.
10's like a lot.
I'm not talking about best friends, but just people that I check in on them once a month, say what's up, hang out with them, grab a beer, grab lunch.
That's a lot of acquaintances.
Once a month? 10? That's 10 lunches a month you're having.
No, I mean, you're not doing lunch
Sometimes
with all of
in
them.
groups.
Like, like one guy you get lunch with once a month. One guy you go to a Panthers game with once a month. I don't know.
You
I
know
like
what-
that you
know
corrected
what I
yourself
think
from saying baseball.
Exception to is people that have like 16 groomsmen.
Right.
That's too many.
Well,
Yeah.
how many of those are family that
At
they
some
don't really
point,
want up there?
you got to
I'm
make a choice.
talking about
This
when
is
you
just
have like 1 to no siblings and 16 groomsmen.
if you have 16 groomsmen, you just can't make decisions.
You know the
Yeah.
problem is when you have like 16 groomsmen but 18 friends. That's when it's really like tricky territory where it's like, oh man, like, so I have too many and the people that I leave out are really going to feel like crap because I'm not leaving out that many, but the ones that I
if you
do,
have
it's
that
bad.
many friends, that's when you go really small. You're like, I'm only gonna pick like 3 people because you're not that close with all 18.
I had, I think, 5 groomsmen, and I had a friend who told me years later in a joking manner, but he's clearly not joking, that he was he's like, oh, if this guy's in there, why am I not in there? Kind of thing.
Did you get them groomsmen gifts?
I did.
What'd you get them?
Nothing great. I think I got like Yeti cups with like their name on it, and like it was like each of their favorite baseball teams, just like a cup.
That's cute. I like that.
I think I've told this story, but I don't think I've told this story to Jess. I got what I thought was like a really cool gift, but also in retrospect, very impractical considering that the majority of my groomsmen, in fact, I think almost all of my groomsmen were from out of town. So they like flew in for it and then they flew back. What I got them were engraved hatchets that had the wedding date on it, and then it had like their name. It said like whatever the name, groomsman, and then the wedding date. But it was a hatchet, and I was like, this is so cool. And then afterwards, I was like, how are they going to get those home? Because that doesn't seem like a thing that they are going to be flying with. So I imagine that those hatchets are just like in their parents' house in Miami somewhere. And
can you overnight a hatchet? Just put it in a box, right?
Of course. Well, you could put it in your under if you're going on the plane, like the check it, put it in check bag.
Let me tell you something about my friends. Not hatchet guys.
No. Really?
I don't think that they appreciated the hatchet. And I think what happened is I was Googling like good groomsmen gifts, and I start going down the thing. I'm like, what am I gonna get them? I'm gonna get them a flask. Like they're gonna use a flask
with their name on it.
Exactly. I didn't want to get like the typical things. And then I had a friend. I was a groomsman for one of my friends who got married a couple months before I did, and he gave like these nice, like from LA, these leather wallets that had everybody's like initials on them and all this stuff. I was like,
back when
man,
wallets were a thing.
This guy really raised the bar on what these groomsmen gifts should be. So I was just like searching, what do I get people? What do I get people? And then I found these hatchets. I'm like, man, this is sick.
That is cool.
And I didn't at all take into consideration anything that my friends would like or travel. I was like, I like this for me. So of course I made myself one. So it said my name, groom, and then the date.
Use it?
And okay. So then they sent it to me, and my name is misspelled.
What?
And I was like,
how did they misspell your name?
how did they
Only one L?
They put 2 L's at the end. Close though. So it was a double L situation in my last name,
Billy
which has
with 1 L.
Yeah. So my name was misspelled on it, and then I reached out to the company. I'm like, this is spelled wrong. Like I need. And they're like, no, all sales are fine. I'm like, what? My name is spelled wrong.
You're the one that messed it
And
up.
they're like,
all sales are final.
no, this was one of those, like, I let a lot of things slide, but this one was like, this is my wedding.
Not
this
today.
It's not my day, but it's kind of my day. So then I reached back out to them, and they're like, no, we spelled it exactly how it was. And then I was like, I have
That's
evidence.
impossible,
And I sent them the thing. I was like, I know how to spell my name.
Wait,
and I sent
that's
them
what
like a
I'm saying.
screenshot.
Are they trying to imply you don't know how to spell your own name?
I will tell you, there was an amount of time that I'm like, do I know how to spell my name? Did I do this wrong?
Could be
Did
a typo.
autocorrect do something here? So then they ended up sending me another one. So I now have 2 hatchets, one with my name misspelled, one with my name properly spelled.
Wow.
And similar to my friends, I think it's just somewhere in my parents' house. I don't know
Can
where
I
it
have the
went.
misspelled one?
I think that's the only one I can find. I think I lost the other one. And I remember, and I got married like at a
Story
church.
keeps getting worse.
I got married at a church, so I showed up the day of my wedding at the church with like 6 hatchets. And I was like just handing them out like, here you go, thank you so much.
You're like the
Here you
Oprah
go.
of hatchets.
Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. Then I had a cousin who was supposed to read something, and like while I'm in the car driving over to the ceremony, so you do the thing, or we did the thing where like you get like the hotel room so that the photographer can take the pictures of like, here's your dad putting on your bow tie and all of that stuff, right? So we did that.
Bow ties.
It was the same like hotel that like my wife was getting ready at. And then we had to go drive to the church, which was kind of across town, which I guess, I don't know how we ended up at the hotel we ended up at, but it was not close. So while I'm in the car on the way over, like one of my cousins is like, oh, I know I'm supposed to read, but I'm, a little caught up at work because we got married on a Friday because we're cheap. So we got married on a Friday.
I
and
love Friday weddings.
He's like, honestly, I thought it was better because then you have like a full day to recover
Yes,
the next
it's
day that's not
awesome.
Sunday. And you can still enjoy your weekend.
If you can get work off Friday, they are the best weddings to attend,
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
So, yeah.
wrong with a
but
Friday wedding.
That's the inconvenience, though, is that you're
Sunday,
basically...
get out of here.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I mean, that's
You're
just
just asking everyone, like, hey, I need you to leave work or take the day off for my wedding, which is annoying, but whatever. So my cousin, like, texts me, like, while we're on the way, he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. And it's like, dude, you have the first reading. You need to be there. Like, what are we talking about? So then I'm scrambling. I'm like, oh, which of my insulted friends that I didn't ask be a groomsman can I get to now do a reading and try to make up for
It's a great honor. You have to be
Yeah.
like, I have a really important job for you. This is actually more important than being a groomsman.
Everyone in
You
the
won't get a
family.
hatchet, though.
So
Everyone in the family said you should do it. You say it to that
Yeah.
guy.
You
exactly.
don't remember this because why would you remember this or care about this? But that is why Charlie Hume ended up reading something at my wedding.
Oh,
is because one of
yeah.
my cousins backed out with like 5 minutes to go, and I'm like, ah! And I was like, who can I text that's responsible and knows how to read?
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
remember
yeah.
he read that now.
Yeah, it was because of that.
I have
last minute
Billy,
back
I
out.
have breaking news for you about Bad Bunny at the Yankees game.
Oh, what happened?
So you told me earlier that Bad Bunny was at the Yankees game, and you believed that he did not actually catch a foul ball, but
Right.
people thought he caught a foul
There
ball.
were
that
photos
landed
that
near him.
that he had a ball in his
There,
hand.
so a ball fell near him. Then there was kind of like a cut in the film, and then we cut back to him. And prior to the cut, someone seemed to be reaching over, and then the next thing we saw was Bad Bunny waving around the ball.
holding the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. So I texted my friend who was at the game, sitting near Bad Bunny, and I said, "Did you see Bad Bunny catch a foul ball last night?" He said, "I saw him get hit with one. LOL."
Wow.
I said, "He got hit, so he didn't catch it." He said, "No way he caught it. We heard like a solid thud." I said, "OMG." He said, "People around him seemed concerned at first. It's not like they all celebrated and were like, yay, they were checking on the person. Then I saw it was Bad Bunny, haha. You know when a fan makes a catch clean and everyone cheers? That def didn't happen." And then I said, OMG, OMG. And then he said, "In fact, I turned to my friend and said, man, someone just got drilled."
Wow. I wanted to thank Taylor for that, but he would never be sitting that close to Bad Bunny.
No, it was Priya's husband.
Ah, classic. Mr. Priya.
Yeah. Anyways, there's your answer, Billy. He may have gotten hit by the ball or someone next to him got hit, but he did not catch it.
No, he so if you see the video, it looks like he got hit in the side, and then like the person behind him who missed the ball, because like, look, I don't know what I would do if I was Music's Bad Bunny in this situation, but
Yeah.
he definitely ducked down and covered his head. He was looking up at it for a like suspiciously long time.
Someone said heads up.
And then I
probably.
think
Bad
he was
advice.
like, oh, I should avoid this or try to catch it, and he did not. Fight or flight, he was a flight
Freeze.
guy.
He
He
was
froze
a
up.
fight,
Yeah, he
flight,
just
or
looked down
freeze.
and went like
Yeah.
this, and then it like hit him on the side. I also thought Yankee Stadium, I guess the new Yankee Stadium isn't like that, but I thought Yankee Stadium like famously had like the netting above the heads of the people there also, but I guess that was maybe just old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I know. I actually have never been there for a baseball game. I've only been there for college football, so can't tell you.
Yeah.
But interesting. Well, now we know. Did you watch any of him on SNL?
I saw clips of him on SNL. Hey, I think he's
too.
I think he's a funny guy.
I like watching him do anything, really. I thought it was pretty embarrassing. People love to just tell on themselves. Like when they announced that Bad Bunny was doing halftime, I saw so many sports media people that were like, I have no idea who this is. And I'm like, you have
Crazy.
no
So
idea
full of shit.
how embarrassing of an admission
Right.
that is.
Yeah.
Back in my day, if you didn't know who like the number one musical performer was in the entire world, you would pretend like you knew who it was and then go listen to like 10 of their songs and be like, oh yeah, I know who Bad Bunny
Yeah.
is. I'm cool. Instead, like for some reason, like sports media reporters love to just brag about how not cool they are.
But I also,
and just
like,
all the like 90s acts they want to see resurrected for the halftime show that no one else wants to see, and it's so embarrassing.
But they're lying. Like I understand, like a suburban dad, like a suburban.
I don't
dad,
think they're lying.
I don't
I
think
don't
so
think they're
either.
lying.
I think
they just.
But they're
are
on. You're
lame.
on Twitter all day. It's almost
No.
impossible to not have something
No, are our
tweeting.
silos are.
No,
I think
get
yeah,
that,
I
but-
think that you are very much personalizing this life experience where everyone knows who Bad Bunny is. Like I get that people don't know who Bad Bunny
You've
is.
definitely heard about him in passing. Like you might not know his
Oh,
music, you might not know where he's from. You know, all
I
that
don't
stuff,
think that you
but
care.
you've heard the name.
I think it's become a pastime to just hate who the halftime performer is at the Super Bowl, right? Like unless you're a fan
Who was
of
it last
that
year?
person.
I also can't even remember
Last
at
year
this point.
it was Kendrick.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So,
Okay.
but like, I remember growing up seeing halftime shows where I'm like, you too? Like, I don't want to listen to you too. I'm like a 9-year-old.
You weren't
like,
excited for Bruce Springsteen?
No, I don't get excited about any of these things. I get mad at like I remember Maroon 5. I'm like, Maroon 5.
Maroon 5
Are we
was a
kidding?
terrible
Like,
choice.
Can it
But
just
Billy,
be Rihanna
imagine-
every year?
Exactly. Imagine being like, I've never even heard of Maroon 5. It's like,
Right.
that's embarrassing for you to admit.
I'm
Like,
getting up to
don't
that
s-
age though, because like I'm like that with the VMAs. Like I don't know who the hell.
That's
wins
Okay, but
different,
we're
the
though.
ta-
VMAs.
Bad
that's
Bunny
different.
is
We're
the
talking about,
biggest
like-
artist.
We're talking about like obscure pop artists when we're
Yeah.
talking about like VMA winners. Because I'm with you. Like I don't know who a lot of these like young up and coming artists are,
Dude.
but we're talking about someone who had like 80 million streams on Spotify last month. Like this
Yeah.
is like a completely different conversation.
This is more like if someone, because even Maroon 5, I could argue like someone might not know Maroon 5. This would be like if when Beyonce did the halftime show. Someone's like, oh, I've never heard of her before.
I've
I think.
heard of her.
I mean, I think there's people that could
That's not
say
true.
that I don't
There's
know.
no
Beyonce
way
is.
there's a
Has
person
Beyonce-
in
has
any
Beyonce
level of
done it?
media.
Yeah.
Can I tell you someone?
That's not my point. I do believe that there are people that don't know who he is. I am saying that they should have some shame and not
Yeah,
and not
absolutely.
be proud of the fact that they've never heard
That's-
of him.
But
Yes.
like I know
Proud of
I've
your
never heard a
ignorance.
Morgan Wallen song, but I know who he is. I know what he
Same,
does.
same.
That's what I'm saying. So Bad Bunny's the same way. You know who he is, you know his job. You might not know his music, but you know who he is.
I'm with you on that. Like,
Yeah.
I think that if you heard a Morgan Wallen song, I couldn't name one.
I can't point one out.
But I think if you heard me, like, oh yeah, I know that song. Like, you know who's like that with me? And this is like, you guys will make fun of me for this. Dua Lipa for the longest time. I'm like,
I get that.
I know who Dua Lipa is. If I had to name one of Dua Lipa's songs for
Yeah.
like $1,000, I don't think I could give you the title of the song.
Almost
Now,
all of her songs are other songs.
when I hear it,
Yeah, that's
then
true.
when I
That's a good
hear it,
point,
I could be like, yeah, like, oh yeah, no, I like that song, whatever. Like
But you don't know the
Tate
name.
McRae, I couldn't tell you shit
Me
that
neither.
Tate McRae has ever sung. In
Same.
I don't know why she's famous. Well, I mean, I know why she's famous, but
Because people
I-
like Ethan.
I can't tell you anything that she sings. I mean, I'm happy
Yeah, I
for
don't
her
know.
success.
I don't
I'm
know
happy that she
either.
sells out concerts and stuff like that. But like, it was kind of the same with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I now know more of her songs, but like, there's a lot of people that are just super famous and successful that are just not my like demographic that I miss. But I wouldn't like, to what Jess is saying, flaunt
proud
like
of it,
I don't
yeah.
even know who
Exactly.
that is.
Flaunting
someone
the
who's
ignorance.
someone who's big enough to do a Super Bowl halftime. Like they're not picking. Like I don't think Sabrina Carpenter is a big enough star to do a Super Bowl halftime. I don't think Tate McRae is
She's
ever going
definitely
to be a
not-
big enough star to
definitely
do a Super Bowl halftime.
yeah.
Respectfully, I don't like all of the people. Dua Lipa is maybe the one I
yeah,
could
what,
see.
what
'cause
you're
she-
saying is they're not getting indie acts to do the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
What you're
right.
saying, yeah.
Dua Lipa's like a big enough international star that I could see like her one day doing it. She also dances and stuff, and she's super hot. But I don't know, like the little like smaller pop stars, whatever, sure. But like we're talking about freaking Bad Bunny, and that's my point. And he's hot, so I rest my case.
All halftime show like takes are annoying. The people that are like on the I've never heard of them, and then the people that are like, I don't know Bad Bunny, but not everything's for me. Not everything has to be for me. You know what I mean? It's just like all the takes, just like everyone's just trying to like.
In 2007, I've never heard of this Prince.
What Chris is telling us is he hated the last 5 minutes that we just.
Sorry,
did.
Chris.
Yeah, sorry, Chris.
No, they're
I'm just complaining about sports writers, to be honest. That's
Yeah.
what my take is about.
When we come back, I have something on neckties.
What?
Oh God.
Nice.
This episode of Mystery Crate is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
In the last segment, Billy was mentioning how like at his wedding day, like the photos of getting the tie put on and stuff, and Fuentes thinks neckties should not be a thing anymore.
What?
They're kind of like redundant, aren't they?
How did I become Scooby Doo? What happened?
Redundant.
Yeah, they're like, we have a button. Like we have buttons. Why do we need ties?
I love how one of these unpopular
What?
opinions. I just pinned. I just like that is your opinion.
Did
It's
you
under
think that?
unpopular
Hold on.
opinions,
Did
but
you think that ties functions were to hold a shirt together?
Yeah. What else is it?
What?
for looks?
That's it though. So it's not needed. Like
I get what-
if it's just cosmetic.
What's the origin of the necktie?
Yeah.
Well, like most fashion is just cosmetic.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need.
What on earth
a
would
lot
you
of,
ever
you don't
need?
need like a sport coat.
Why would you ever need a Bass Pro Shop hat?
No, man. But back in the long.
It just evolved from what was
They were
the
decorative.
formal attire in the last century.
They were
into
known
what
as cravats
they are. Yeah,
amongst
cravats.
Croatian soldiers.
It's
Yeah,
basically they wanted a reason to say I'm better than you.
No, according
So
to
it's like-
ChatGPT, yes, neckties did serve functional purposes historically, though through modern use, it's almost entirely decorative and symbolic.
So you're saying
We-
at
Glad
one
we-
point.
At
No,
one
but-
point, but we don't need it anymore.
No one here was confused about the purpose of neckties. No
Everybody-
one
you
thought
guys
that
sure
they
acted like you did.
No, we
Well,
knew that
Mike
it's
said-
just for
Mike
looks.
said that was because of the.
But it
we
used
have
to
a
be.
button now.
Yeah, but it's stuck around, is what I'm saying, and it's not really. It doesn't really, especially when you're in in the South Florida lens, which I know it's a very special lens and not everybody has to deal with. It's fucking
Very
hot outside,
special.
dude.
It is pretty hot.
It's fucking hot. I don't want to wear some shit
But
that has me all up.
How often do you need to wear a necktie in South Florida? I feel like the formal wear in South Florida is way more casual than anywhere else.
I saw a lot of attorneys that still wear neckties.
I have to do it more often than most
at-
do,
Yeah, this
and
guy
I
too.
don't mind it though.
Look at Pat
'cause
Riley behind you, Mike Fuentes.
necktie,
style.
necktie
Now
guy.
that's a necktie.
Yeah.
Look at
When
that.
was the last time Pat Riley wore a necktie?
Oof.
Every time I've seen him,
Really?
he's
When was
always
that?
in a full suit
I feel-
with a
No,
tie.
I thought
games.
He doesn't do like the Miami Heat collared shirt.
Pat Riley?
Yeah.
No.
never.
At games.
Full suit and
God.
tie at
I've
every
seen him
single
at, like,
game
that
I've
would be
seen him
weird.
at.
I've seen
for
him at
him.
Family Day with the long
Yeah, that's fair.
slacks.
No, that's
the long
fair.
slacks and the
Every
the
game,
polo.
Yeah, but
every home
a
game,
game is
41
worth-
times a year.
Yeah.
Him
That's when
dancing
he
on
shows
stage
up.
with Shaq.
No,
he's
you're
in the
right.
polo.
You're right.
Yeah.
But it's also different. Different age now. I imagine
That's like
he's
his
wearing
really.
coats
If I'm
more
gonna let
often.
loose, if
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress down,
It's a
I'm gonna wear the
collared shirt.
long slacks
At this
and
age-
the collared shirt.
Pat Riley out in the Miami summer with full suit and tie might be the end of Pat Riley. It is
Oh,
way
boy.
too hot.
Relax.
It is way too hot for that.
Jeez
No, but you're right. At
Louise.
Family Day, he'll wear
Yeah.
the polo.
No, I see him
but
like draft day. He'll be like in the room with a
again,
Johnny Manziel.
every game he shows up to, 41 home games, he's wearing
Yeah.
a necktie.
Oh yeah, at the home game for sure. Next to Zoe. I love that.
Yep.
I love seeing them
It's the
together.
best.
and they sit in the
Also,
in that corner with
indoor and
Ellisberg.
air conditioned.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
not literally sitting out in the Miami Heat.
The
like
walk
Montez.
that I've
could-
had to make from Brightline to the arena in a suit with a necktie is truly one of the most abrasive weather experiences.
the
of my
second
life.
you walk in, I'm sure you're loosening everything. And
Yeah, no,
AC
I got to the
covered.
point after how I don't know, it probably took 5 or 10 games before I realized like, well, I'm just gonna have to hold this on a hanger and just wear a T-shirt
Yeah.
and then bring a towel with me and just wipe because it's a nightmare.
Nice.
Like it's a disaster.
Jess, did you hear my dad earlier in the week
No.
admit to going to the Panthers game? He covered the Panthers game
yeah.
the night before, and then he showed up to work the next day in
She was
studio.
on that day.
You were on that day.
Yeah.
And he did not shower after working a game. He did shower right before the Panthers game. Is that like fair or foul? Like you shower at 4 p.m. and then you go to cover a game and then you wake up early and you go do the show.
17 hours.
How
He went
was
into
it?
the dressing room.
He did go into the locker room, he admitted.
Okay.
It's called the dressing
So-
room in hockey.
Really?
Also, what time does he have to get up
call
to
it the
drive
room.
into work? I assume like 6:30.
Yeah. He usually sends me his topics, which means he's leaving the house around like
Okay.
6:50.
So that's only like 12 hours, I guess. Yeah, I probably would rinse in the morning.
I
to be
showered. I was
honest.
also at the game. I
But
showered.
I could see how he probably showered, got in his air-conditioned car,
Right.
parked, walked into the building.
Never broke a
Was probably-
sweat in his
exactly
mind.
the only time he was exposed to any sort of heat, and then he was in a cold arena
Yeah.
for what, like 6 hours?
But the smell of that locker room, though, dressing room. Sorry, Jeremy.
How long was he in the dressing room / locker room?
I'm gonna guess 15 minutes. I hiccuped in the middle of that.
Are you
I mean,
okay?
did he have to put on anyone's like sweaty equipment? Because
Nope.
if he was just standing,
That
in
would be
the
a funny
locker room,
visual, but
Yeah.
no.
I think it's probably fine. I probably would have rinsed off in the morning, if nothing else, just to wake myself up that
Mm-hmm. Right.
early. But it's Greg, so maybe he didn't want to jump in the pool.
I've become I love the morning shower. I used to be a nighttime shower. I've totally switched on that.
I'm a
I
fan.
love the morning
I'm a fan of
shower.
all
Love
showers.
a morning shower.
I'm a fan of all showers. I just brought like a really fancy brand new shower head.
What?
That's like the next investment.
Yeah.
Whenever I get back into my house,
Can't take enough showers. now.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I have my water pressure here is so much better than it was in Florida. By the way, I had
Wow.
probably the worst water pressure in the entire state for like 3 years. It was terrible.
We get it, bro. New
Would
York's so
you,
much better.
would you, if you were in like a, not that, to put your business out there, but like you were in like
okay.
a serious, committed relationship, Mike Fuentes, not you, Jess.
Oh,
I was about to say.
Would
what?
have you ever been targeted with like the double shower head thing that they sell? Since you're saying you bought a new shower head, so like it's like an attachment that you can get on a shower head that's almost like on a shower curtain thing.
What?
That reaches to the other side of the room.
Baby.
You've never seen this?
No, never. I've seen the
Okay.
showers that have two heads on opposite sides. I've
Okay,
seen
it's
that.
like that, but Google it because now they have ones that it's like you
Ooh.
don't have to install like water on both sides of the shower. There's a shower head on one side, and then it's like a plug-in, and it extends to the other side. So there's like dual shower heads on the end. Yeah.
I have yeah, right here. Dual shower head for couples, high pressure, double curtain rod.
It's kind of rocks.
Couples? What if I just want both of them to myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, it's basically you install it on one and then it goes all the way across and the water runs through the
What do
middle.
you think? Like, if you were to, I guess, like, if you were having work done in the house, or you had like a plumber coming over because,
And he needed
like,
to shower while you're showering. You could be like, kill two birds.
Yes, no. But you have like a plumber coming over, and it's like, oh, he has to fix like my toilet or sink or whatever,
Right.
right? And he looks in the shower and he sees like this massive like double shower head thing. Like, what do you think the reaction is of like that, plumber?
Like, oh,
Yeah, does he like? I mean,
I see.
do you bring it up like, oh, that's
Well,
a nice shower head
we
there.
moved into our home, and it has like a nice, relatively nice sized bathroom, but the shower is
Go on. I
designed
like where
to
you're headed with
have
this.
like, it has like almost like a seat at the back.
My man fits
And-
me.
What?
When I walked in and first saw it, I was like, the water doesn't reach over there at all. I know that this isn't designed for what I think it's designed
You're
for.
such an innocent.
Go on.
You're such
But
a
I mean,
sweet boy.
Hell yeah, Jeremy.
How many times have you?
No, don't answer that question.
What?
How many times? How many times, just knowing you, how many times have you just sat in your shower and cried on that seat?
Or like,
You can set the over under at 2.5.
is it big enough where you can kind of lay in the fetal
I
position?
can't lay it like Michael
used to
Scott
nap
on
in the
the
shower.
little like
I did
porch
used
at the
to-
end of it.
Is it time for us to relive the showers at the Circa when we went to the Super Bowl?
yeah,
And
they
how
did have
great
like
the
a
chairs.
chair.
Oh, the
and,
chair. Mine had like a big bench. I remember just like letting
Yeah.
the steam
That's
run and lay
basically-
down in there. Yeah, I know what's happening in there when I'm not there.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying that. I got to be honest with you. Like, I guess I'm just like a sweet
I
boy.
put my shampoo on it.
I remember seeing it. I was kind of like Jeremy. I was like, it's kind of impractical, and I
Yeah.
was like, all right, like sit
Here's
here, like
the-
what's going on? And
here's
then
the
you
thing
guys are all
about
like,
being in
you
the
guys see
shower.
you guys see the fuck bench in the shower? It's like, whoa,
Ew.
calm
That sounds
down,
like something
everyone.
Mike Fuentes would say.
Oh,
Here's the thing
God.
about the seat in the shower is if
does
you're
that
in
mean?
the shower and you're not directly under the water, you're cold.
That's why you get the
So
dual
it's
shower head
very-
that we're all
it's
about to
very
invest in.
impractical.
Do you think-
even if you're doing anything in the shower,
The
if you're still adjacent to the water and maybe getting like splashed with water, but not under hot water, you're cold.
She's got it right.
The
Right?
actual reason for this, like the little bench, is for you to like put your leg up, right, and clean easier.
Shave your leg.
Yeah, or
Shave your leg,
Or,
you know.
or clean your butt if that's what Chris was
clean where the. That's what I mean. But speaking
Yeah, all
of that,
sorts-
speaking of that,
all sorts
the,
of
the,
stuff.
the shower handle
handle.
that can just move. Like, oh man,
That's worth
I
it.
don't have one of those in my house, so when I go to like a hotel and I have one of those,
Oh, we're all about it. Yeah.
I am
It's
just.
reaching,
Spraying it
it's
everywhere.
reaching all the
I am
places.
just.
You a bidet boy?
Christ.
I'm not a bidet boy.
No, but on sometimes on vacation you'll bidet.
Yeah. If there's a bidet,
I'll take it for a walk.
see what's up.
We got a bidet.
see what's happening.
I got a bidet. Love it.
I bet you do.
Oh.
right, next,
great.
right next to that fucking bench.
Yep.
You guys
Christopher.
are. I know you're sick of me saying the things that I like better about New York than Florida. Can I give you something that I hate about New York that I miss about Florida?
Please.
The constant sirens.
That does. I kind of have tuned them out already, Chris, but I know it bothers you, so I'm sorry. Any Dwayne Reed in this godforsaken city, you cannot buy a nail file without having to press the button for them to come and unlock
Really?
the cabinet.
Wow.
And like I think my specific Dwayne Reed is probably the worst one in the city because everything is locked up. Like I can't even walk in there and get a Reese's freaking peanut butter cup.
They must just get robbed a ton, right? That's
It's-
why they're doing that.
I guess, but I also just don't go there anymore. Like I'll walk out of the way to go to a different store just because it's such a pain in the ass. Like why would I ever go in there
That's
if
like-
I have to? And you're in there, and I made the mistake of going the other day. I'm in there the entire time I'm in there. All you hear over the intercom is "Bing, assistance needed" in the pharmacy
Yeah.
aisle. "Bing, assistance needed" in the
And now
medicine
there's
aisle.
no one at the
"Bing,
register
assist-"
because
'Cause
they're
they're
opening
helping
all the
somebody
shit.
else.
It's
Yeah.
oh my god, it's the worst customer experience of any store that I've ever been in my entire life. It is terrible. I avoid it at all costs now.
That's like when you roll up to the gas station and you put your card in, see cashier. I'm going to the next pump. I'm not going inside.
Really?
That's such a pain in the ass.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Every other single thing in this store is locked up.
We'll be right back.
As Jess has more sirens going on outside of her window, it's time for You Betcha, which is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. We're going to do one really fast, really simple. We're going to take the Indianapolis Colts -7. They're playing the Arizona Cardinals. They're at home. Kyler Murray nursing a little bit of a foot injury.
And that team's bad.
Yeah, very bad. Then we're going to take the Dallas Cowboys on the road to the Carolina Panthers. Only -3, only 3-point favorite. The Cowboys on the road. And then we're going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers money line against the Dylan Gabriel Browns at home. So that's plus 381 at the time of recording. Once again, Colts -7, Cowboys -7, Pittsburgh Steelers money line plus 381 at the time of recording. You betcha.
You betcha.
Billy, I thought of a fun. Okay, the sirens are really loud.
They're
I
really,
will admit.
and I love how you tried to mute it so you wouldn't hear it, and then all of a sudden there was like
I
a big
unmuted and I was
siren.
like, ooh. I thought of a fun segment idea that you might like.
Okay.
Inspired by a walk I recently took where Lehman and I spotted a couple, like, I would say solid B2C list celebrities on the sidewalk.
Hold on, let me play the imaging.
It's time for Jessica's New York Celeb Watch.
If there was a jingle, I can't hear it.
Just imagine the perfect open.
Yeah, it's smacked.
Is it just sirens?
No, it was like some paparazzi taking pictures, and that was Mike
Ooh.
Fuentes with his voice modulated a little bit.
Very-
It's time for
very-
Jessica's
I would
New
call-
York City Celeb Watch.
I would say
Doo-doo,
old-timey sounding.
Yeah.
Little old timey.
I just did it.
Okay.
It's basically
A lot
that.
of camera flutters.
Good work.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
love that. Okay, so Billy, I know you love like non-A-list celebrities. So I saw two celebrities in Soho this past week. One was a TikTok star, and one was a actress / I think musician. If you want to guess who they are, or I can just
Was it the
tell
guy
you. I
that
don't
eats
know.
mundane food at work?
No, I wish, Chris. I don't think I would have recognized him. And also, the TikTok star may be an A-lister now. I'm unsure.
then
She's
it's-
pretty famous.
Then it's not who I was thinking if it's a TikTok star. I was thinking at first when you said it was a TikTok star that it was is the lady that goes, it's 9 o'clock on a friggin' Monday. We're going to wherever the place is. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not her then, because I think she's a New Yorker. I mean, if it's a TikTok star that maybe maybe A-list for a TikTok star. I mean, Addison Rae is not an A-list celebrity, but it was her.
It was Addison Rae. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I don't
like
know.
an A-list star, isn't it?
Is
Yeah,
she-
that's an A-list
I don't
star.
think she's not like a movie
She's an
star. So I would.
A-list
She is a
celebrity?
huge star. Yeah.
I
There
think
was
for a young generation.
Amongst young
massive
people?
crowd around her,
Oh,
and we were.
gosh.
I know she was on the cover of some magazine, and we were walking past, and I was like, we'll get into that. I was like, I don't know who that is, but she looks familiar. I think she's. I think I know who it is, but like I don't know for sure. And then we walked down the street. There was a matcha latte at this like bakery named after her, and there was a sign for it on the sidewalk. And I was like, I saw the name, and I was like, oh, that is who that was. And then we were eating lunch down the street, and the people at the table next to us, these like young girls, were talking about seeing her. So I don't know. She must be a huge deal. I know she's been on the late night circuit, so that's why I say maybe she's definitely A-list for someone who got famous from the internet. I wouldn't put her in like movie star.
Did you talk to her? Did you talk to those people at that lunch, or did you eavesdrop that conversation?
They were, Chris, they were sitting in the table next to us in like a cafe. I could have reached out and eaten their fries.
Because I
like,
love
the
a good
tables were so
eavesdrop.
close
I
together.
love when I'm at a restaurant and I can like just hear what's going on at the table
yeah.
next to me. It's
So,
the best.
Jeremy, I guess you have outed yourself as the person to ask this. So, like, is her music like good? Like,
she has one really good song.
'Cause,
Diet
like,
Pepsi is a really good song.
I know that she's famous from TikTok, and I think TikTok dancing,
Yeah.
in particular,
Yes.
is what
That's
got
what's
her
crazy.
famous. And then I know that she now has like a music career, but I wasn't, and I don't mean this like to disparage anyone. I wasn't.
you thought it was gonna
sure-
be terrible.
No, I wasn't sure if it was like, you know, how we first were introduced to Lindsay Lohan, and then she had a music career.
Yes.
Right.
And then, like, okay, this is her passion. She got famous on TikTok, but she really, and all credit to her, she really wants to be a musician. So now she's diving into that with, like, the fame and whatever, but I didn't know if she was good or not.
I don't know how the origins began. Like, I don't know if the idea was, all right, I'm famous through TikTok. What could the next step be? Some
Yeah.
label comes calling and says, hey, we want to pair you with a producer who can make good songs, and then you can make them more famous through your influencerdom.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. But one way or another, there's like, I haven't listened to the whole album all the way through. I know I've probably heard 5 or 6 different songs. There's one banger, Diet Pepsi, great song.
Okay.
But what's
Pepsi,
crazy
wow.
is that the reviews from Pitchfork, like she got better reviews on her album in this calendar year than Taylor Swift did. And if you would have told me in 2020, when Taylor Swift was releasing Folklore and Addison Rae was just a random TikTok dancer, that they would both have albums 5 years from now and one of them would have the better album, I never would have believed that it would be Addison Rae. She's become
Fascinating.
hugely famous within whatever her realm of celebrity is. I guess A-list is far, right? Because A-list is like, everyone knows A-list. A-list
yeah.
is Super Bowl halftime famous.
Yeah.
Hey, this is like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
level.
so
No,
so
you're right.
B-list,
It's- yeah, it's- or
B-list
even C, I
celeb,
guess, if we're
but
doing
very,
whole.
very, very famous amongst like younger people.
Okay, that was a good.
Yeah.
That was a good first one. I like this game.
The second one, I think, is way considerably less famous than
Oh.
the first one. So you may never guess it, but she's an actress and a rapper, I believe.
Actress
Queen Latifah.
and
Bad Baby.
possibly
No.
maybe a rapper.
Lil Kim.
No, I don't think you guys are gonna get it. I would say
Natalie
pretty-
Portman.
Be Broody.
JoJo Siwa.
No, I have a guess, but I don't like.
just say it.
I don't think that she's a rapper, but her name is a good rap name,
Well said.
which is Aquafina.
It was Aquafina, Billy.
Billy. Wow.
Wow.
Bro, she's also
What a guess!
like she's pretty famous. She has
She's
a
Nora
show.
from
She's-
Queens.
Dude, she's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Where'd you see
She's-
That's
Aquafina?
true. That's true. Also, like an hour later in the same spot. Yeah,
Wow,
it was a busy
crazy.
day.
Oh, okay.
Of
And
all the
this is-
people on
I
Earth,
knew you would
I
love this
guessed
segment.
2 of them.
That is
I knew you would
insane.
love this
How did I
segment.
do that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that much about Aquafina other than she was in a couple movies that I've seen.
Crazy Rich Asians
And
is the one I know.
She's in Crazy
yes.
Rich Asians. She's in.
She is pretty I would say maybe
Shang-Chi,
she's more famous.
Legend
than
of the Ten
Addison
Rings.
Rae.
She's very famous.
I don't know.
She's in a movie. I think it's on Prime. With, I think I'm remembering this right. I think it's on Prime, and I think it's with John Cena, where like you win like a lottery, but like people can go and kill you, and
Oh.
take the lottery
fun.
from you. And it's
So, like the lottery.
I think that he's like the security guard. No, but it's like socially acceptable to like go and attack the person. I think I'm trying to remember. I think you have a certain amount of time. This may in fact be a movie that I said I don't think I can finish
She does
because
a
I
lot
don't
of,
remember how it ends.
Yeah, she's done a lot of voice acting. She's
She was in Ocean's 8, I think.
Yeah.
right?
She's won a Golden Globe and an Emmy.
yeah,
Really?
Okay, then she's definitely
That's
definitely
crazy.
more famous.
Yeah, recent projects: Crazy Rich Asians, Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, Aquafina is Nora from Queens, voice acted Raya the Last Dragon, which is a Disney movie that was straight to Disney Plus. Also in the movie Bad Guys, which is a villains movie, Jumanji: The Next Level, and Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8 was such a
Lot.
good Ocean's. If I'm going to be honest with you, I saw it once. I actually, you know what? Let me take that back. I should watch it again because I remember watching it.
okay.
I remember watching it thinking like, I watched all the Ocean's movies. I'm going to watch this movie. I like the people in it, but like I don't have high expectations. And then I left. I was like, that was a fun movie.
It was better than you expected.
Yeah.
I think it's not even close to the level of Ocean's 11 and even Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 12 sucked. That was the worst of the Oceans.
It was, yeah.
When
it
Julia
was-
Roberts was pretending to be Julia Roberts, I was like, "This we need to put this dog to sleep." Not Julia Roberts, the movie, but Ocean's
Right,
13,
Sondheim.
good bounce back.
Wait, in
Ocean's
the movie,
13.
she pretends
Or
to be
no.
Julia Roberts, like the actress.
Yes, that was like they were trying to figure out like how to. Spoiler alert for anyone who has not seen Ocean's 12 and
Wait,
is
you've never
going
seen
to.
it, Chris?
I have.
I
I just don't remember.
I meant to
this.
say Soderbergh and I said Sondheim, which should be like a
it's fine.
$30 fine. Anyways, yes, they literally, and it was so confusing to me, Billy. When Ocean's 12 came out, I think I was like in grade school and I saw it, and I was
Okay,
like,
we get it.
That whole plot confused, like it was genuinely confusing.
It seems
I was
like
like,
they've like.
I don't even really know who Julia Roberts is. I'm like
Okay.
10 years old.
So this is what happened, Chris. Like they have to go and they have to steal this like Fabergé egg or whatever, right? And at some point they need to go in and they need to break into this like museum to steal it, and they're having like a stealing egg competition with like a guy who's like a famous thief, and who can steal this egg first, and if you steal the egg then we're going to pay off your debt to Terry Benedict and you're not going to go to jail and we're not going to kill your family and this and that, right?
Yeah.
And then like at some point in the like heist plan it was like, well, this is going to be impossible unless we have a distraction. And then like George Clooney and Matt Damon, if I remember correctly, like look at each other like, oh, do you think this would work? Do you think this would work? And they're like looking, and they're not telling us what it is. And then like the next scene, you see Julia Roberts in character, like as Tess, is like walking into the museum, and it's like, oh, Miss Julia Roberts, it's so nice of you to come here. And then you're like watching, like, wait, hold on a second.
Wait.
Their plan is for her to pretend to be Julia Roberts? Like, she is Julia Roberts. Like, she kind of looks like her. And it's like,
baffling.
wait, what? Like,
What?
Did the people that write this movie give up in the middle of this
Wow.
plan? It
That
was
whole
crazy.
scene
I've never
also-
seen that move in a movie before.
It was
It's
so
crazy.
weird.
That's crazy.
It
Pretend to
also
be Tom
seemed like
Cruise.
It was
You've never
an
seen it?
ad-libbed
It's
scene.
crazy.
Oh my God, you guys have never seen Ocean's 12?
I've
God,
never seen any of
Goodness.
You need to watch Ocean's
Big
12
mistake.
if nothing
You should
else
watch them. It's fun.
for
Ocean's
the
11.
ending
12 was-
with. Yeah, I still, Billy, if it's on, I'm gonna watch.
Oh,
it,
I
okay?
always watch the Oceans, but that's why I haven't seen Oceans 8 again. And if I'm gonna be honest, after 8, I was like, are we gonna get 9 and 10? Like, is it gonna be another
We're getting,
trilogy?
we're
Like, what are
getting
we
a
doing here?
14.
Yeah, 14 just got.
What?
It just got greenlit.
Yes.
Yeah, it just got greenlit.
What? Yes, that's why I had
When is it
Oceans
coming
on my
out?
mind.
Yeah.
When is it coming out? Because I saw the
It
devastating.
just got greenlit. Like not even close to.
You saw
starting yet.
the
Okay.
devastating news that we've talked about here behind the scenes, where, you know, they're coming out and they're saying we don't know if there's going to be a final Fast movie,
Oh,
even though
yeah.
Vin,
What?
Because they
even
don't have
though
the funding,
Vin
yeah.
Diesel's coming out and he's like, yeah, we've shot them back to back and it's going to come out and we're just doing reshoots. And then like it came out like this week where it was like, listen, you know everything Vin Diesel's been saying, so no one's actually contractually committed to this next movie. They have to shed at least $50 million off of the budget of the movie, and there's also no approved script yet. But all that other stuff Vin Diesel's saying about how it's definitely happening, disregard all of that.
He's just trying to drum
Yeah.
it up so he could like get the movie made. But a quick note to Awkwafina, she'll also be in Avengers Doomsday, which will be a gigantic
Okay,
movie.
I don't watch
So,
the
yeah.
Marvel films, so having now knowing that, like, yes, definitely,
bigger than Addison Rae.
definitely,
Yeah.
unequivocally very famous.
Yeah.
But I do want to bring something up that you guys sent to me before the show started. You said there was a 250 songs of the, what was it, the Century
yeah.
list, and that the first song on the list was Crazy, and I haven't looked at what it is yet. So
I
should
actually like the song,
Yeah, me
but
too.
it's just so random of a song to be the best song.
I think you've heard it so many times.
should I scroll down and look
could-
at it?
we
I
could
can
also
sing
just
it for
tell
you.
Yeah,
I really-
I like that. That's what I want. I want Chris to sing.
I really love that game.
Okay.
I really love that game.
Yeah.
With the
Oh.
celebrity sighting game?
Yeah, it was a fun game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to make sure I see someone famous for next week then. I'm averaging like one celeb a week, so we'll
Well,
definitely
save
play
some.
again.
Well,
save a
who-
couple.
yeah,
so
save a
so
couple.
we have a few weeks spread out.
Yeah, because we have
Okay.
Aquafina, we have
Addison Rae.
Rae, and we had A-Rod a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, A-Rod
Yeah.
too. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Chris. Chris is going to sing his rendition of the #1 song since the turn of the century, as per Rolling Stone.
This is a ridiculous game.
You can just acapella it, Chris.
Get your freak on.
Okay, well,
get
you-
your freak on. Get your freak on.
That was better. That's what you should have done. You literally said the name of the song.
I should have done it in unison.
I would not have known what song he's talking
You
about
would've
just
known
by
that
that.
song.
Dude, do
Come
again
on. No,
what
Jess
you wanted
was
me
great.
to do.
Now say, get your freak on.
I think if, I think if, there you go. That's the
Wait, that's
number
the
one
number
song.
one song?
Number
song,
one.
according to Rolling Stones, is Missy Elliott. Get your freak on.
I've never even heard of the _2 song.
Me neither.
Yeah. But
Maps?
no, me neither.
I
guys
was
know that song?
I was in the other room. I was like, I don't think "Get Your Freak On" like was even at the top of the TRL charts. Like I think it was like a
Quiet!
three, maybe one on
Hush
like
your
a slow
mouth.
week.
Hush your mouth. And then when I spit it out.
Beyonce, "Crazy in Love." That is a fire song.
Yeah.
That song is very fire.
Well, start-
okay,
but
that
if-
was number 3. Number 4 is Seven Nation Army.
That's a good
White
one.
Stripes.
I
Classic.
love Seven Nation Army.
This
Great
is not
song.
my favorite Taylor Swift song. I don't
Me
know.
neither.
All Too Well. I've never heard of this song.
Me
What
neither.
song is all?
Way
What is
down at
All
the
Too
bottom.
Well?
It's one of her newer albums. I don't honestly.
God, this
know.
is a crazy
Jeremy?
list.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Sorry, I was looking at Yeahs, but that's the
Maps by
the
Yeah.
wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait.
It's like a
They
very
don't love
popular
you
on
like
TikTok like right now.
What were you guys asking?
I mean,
All Too
Taylor
Well?
Swift's
All
All
Too
Too
Well
Well.
by
I
Taylor
don't
Yeah,
know.
that's off the Red album, and then that's the one she released the 10-minute version of. Realistically, the
It's not
10-minute version is the best one.
Oh, it's not my like. It's not.
But
even
that
the
is
top 10
that is her
thing.
best song.
Also,
No
Top 10
way.
song of the
It's
century.
her best song.
Also, very controversial out here in the office. Britney Spears' "Toxic."
I
think
love
she-
that song.
I
That's her best song. Nah, that's her best song.
That is her best
That's her best song
yes.
for sure.
She's
Yes,
so
I'm with
lucky.
Jeremy.
Jesus.
No one thinks Lucky is
way.
a top
No,
10
Toxic,
song.
Toxic is
all time.
Number 6. Let's go back to the list. Number 6 is "Dancing on My Own" by Robin.
Tremendous.
Okay, solid song. We'll give it to you. Number 7, Kendrick Lamar, "All Right."
All right.
Number 8, Radiohead, "Idiotech."
I'm not a Radiohead guy, so.
I don't even think that's their best Radiohead song, but okay.
Number 14 is the good stuff. Just skip down to number 14.
Number
Okay.
14,
I'm still on number 10, Frank Ocean, "Thinking About You."
I love how
think that's a
Jess
great
thinks we're
song.
going to read this entire list.
I know, we're going to go through all
That's why
250
we're jumping ahead to
of these.
14
Yeah.
for Daddy Yankee's Gasolina.
Yeah, good song, but
great song.
I don't great song, but I don't think it's the 14th biggest song.
Is this biggest or
This is
best?
crazy.
Is this
No,
just
I
like
don't-
subject? Like
I don't know the
objective-
parameters.
Best songs of the 21st century.
Whose list is this?
Rolling Stone.
Rolling
No, but
Stone.
no, but who is
So Mike-
the
so here's
author? How did they come up with
I
this
think
It
list?
what
says
they
the
did-
byline is Rolling Stone.
Yeah, I think what it is that they handed out a song list to the office. Everybody tallied, and this is what they came out with. Now, Billy, you took.
There's no way that could be true.
It's either that or it's by streams, but I don't think some of these songs would have really high
There's
streams.
I'm
no
gonna
way.
read. I'll read the intro.
Yeah.
I'll read the intro.
Yeah, Jess will find out. But Billy likes number 17 on
It
this
is
list.
very impossible for me
Hotline
to
Bling by
believe
Drake.
that there is any like possible formula in which number 1 was Missy Elliott's "Get Your Freak On." Like, I really
know.
don't understand how we arrived
You know
at
what I
this.
see? I see that the guy gets the list. He goes, he's like big millennial guy. He's like, guys, come on, what is this? Missy
Well, that's
Elliott,
what
number 1.
That's what 23 is. If we're going to be honest with you, like this 23 is the most recency
What's
bias
23?
ever. Scroll down to 23.
Pony Club.
Yeah, Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, Jeremy's going to hate
All-timer.
that.
That is a
No,
great
it's
song.
All timer.
It's a great
All-timer.
song.
You said
No, Billy, that's a
It'll
great
stick
song.
around.
That is a-
20 years
your
from
mind
now,
blown?
you'll still be
Okay.
hearing it
You want to get your
everywhere.
mind blown, Billy?
listen.
That song, 5 years old.
Listen, let me tell you something. Well, because she
True.
wrote it also like before she was famous. But I will also say, I'll say this about Jeremy because he's somewhat backtracking because he came out and he told us like at the time because he was trying to be like Chappell Roan hipster.
Hot to
He's
Go.
like, Hot to Go is going to be a bigger hit than Pink Pony Club.
I
And
still
was like,
think Hot to Go
"Listen,
has staying power.
It could,
Very
but it's
Marching
not going
bands
to be.
play it.
It's not going to be bigger than Pink Pony Club. And
No.
I'm not disparaging
No, you're
Pink
right.
Pony Club, but I'm also saying Pink Pony Club is not the 23rd most whatever out of
Okay, but
250
this-
songs.
The maps, whatever maps is,
Yeah, by Maps.
is what?
Other way around.
That's-
Maps by the yeah.
Way.
There's a lot
This
of
says
bad
that
songs
we
on
had.
here.
It says, "quote We had plenty of arguments while putting this list together, and we enjoyed every minute. I'm sure you guys didn't. It's a list of songs, not artists, so we mostly avoided repeating multiple tunes by the same performer. But some musical masterminds had too many classics to deny."
Yeah, like Drake.
And then it says, "If the universe wants to give Lord both ribs and green light in the same career, you can't tell it not to. Every fan would compile a different list. That's the point. But this list sums up an era where there are no rules to follow, no playbooks to obey. Nobody made this list by playing it safe." Okay?
Solange is number
but, like, how'd they do
63.
it?
Solange
No
has
way.
the 63rd most whatever
I'll tell
song
you
on
one
this
song
list.
that should be higher. Carly Rae Jepsen, "Call Me Baby," should
love
be
that
higher
song.
than 42. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
banger.
Met you.
If that were top 15, I'd be like, you know what? I get what they're
Yes.
I get what they're going for here. I get
Like
it.
in terms of poppy songs, like that is just a banger.
Do you guys
as good as
think
it gets.
that Old Town Road is one spot behind Jesus Walks? Because that's where this list says.
I got one thing.
That is a great song,
One thing
though.
I will point out is 82 is Outkast's "Hey Yeah."
Hey, yeah.
That could be higher.
And then yes, "Bombs Over Baghdad" is 15. I kind of believe "Hey Yeah" had more of like
Hey Ya.
Yeah, it's like a much more. That song definitely had to go in the club much more. I would say. Hey
I think
Hey, yeah. It's Hey,
was-
yeah.
Yeah.
Ya.
Hey Ya
There was even a dance.
Exactly. I think it had
It's
it
a
was
huge
like
difference.
it was like if TikTok existed, the "Hey Ya" dance would have been like a viral TikTok
Everywhere.
dance,
Yes, it would have
and
been.
it would have been everywhere.
Couple
I mean, it
songs-
still was everywhere.
Couple songs from the bottom of the list. The last song, 250, is "Train," Drops of Jupiter.
Great song.
Honestly, that I feel like that could be higher.
It
Should be higher. Should be higher.
And I think 241, Wheatus, "Teenage Dirtbag." That's an all-timer for me. I love that song.
Yeah,
that
that's
could be
an
higher.
all-timer.
That should be number 89. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't agree with 218 T-Pain's "I'm Sprung."
Oh, that's a banger.
Being behind Rich Boys Throw Some D's.
out to get.
Ooh, Throw Some D's is a good
It
song.
does get go. It's good. It
I
gets
love
it going.
Throw
Yeah.
Some
Ooh,
D's.
195, Evanescence, Bring Me to Life.
Oh yeah.
Wake me up.
Well, Nathan Fielder made that come back.
Yep.
In
Oh, that's
season 2
right.
of the
Yep.
rehearsal.
One
Is
of the
there a
great
consensus worst song on here? Like, what do we hate? Like, what's the song in here that we're just like?
There's a lot
what?
of songs I just haven't
There's
really
a lot of
heard
songs I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Also, Amy Winehouse, "Back to Black," number 46.
Yeah.
Could be a lot higher.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. I feel like it'd be a lot higher. Some could be lower. Like,
yeah, I would
some
say
could be
so.
lower.
Cruise by Florida Georgia Line. That's the one.
Notable missing from this list is Kanye West's "Can't Tell Me Nothing," which I believe is.
But
Did I hear
you
Ethan
just-
screaming about the song "Runaway"?
He was talking about "Runaway."
How many Kanye songs are on here though?
2. Jesus Walks and All of the Lights.
Bangers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put theoretically like 5 or 6 Kanye songs
Oh, yeah,
on here,
yeah,
so
he-
I think they had to show some self.
Careful.
Yeah, he definitely could have had more. Yeah, and then I do love Katy Perry too. I only see that she has "Teenage Dream" on here at 56.
How do you put 50
Teenage
cents
Dream
in
is
the
so
club at 55 instead of like put him at 50, right? It's 50 Cent. I would have just put that.
Well,
I like that.
science, you know.
Yeah.
That also could be a top 15.
MIA, Paper Planes, banger.
Hey, look, Dua Lipa.
Poker Face is low.
Dua Lipa 94.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like to have "Levitating" by Dua Lipa ahead of "Poker Face" by Lady Gaga.
That's
nuts.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
that's crazy.
And
That's
sorry,
insane.
Dua Lipa's "Levitating" is ahead of "Welcome to the Black Parade." Get out of here.
Wow.
Get outta here.
Is that song?
Guys.
When I
Yeah.
was
So-
a young boy.
Wrecking Ball was at 105. At 106 was Milkshake.
Dun, 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 dun. But you know what? Better than both of them at 104. Florence and the Machine. The Dog Days Are Over.
Oh, I write
Great.
sins,
that
not
song.
tragedies at
Jess,
112.
Jess, you missed earlier
I
this
love it.
week. We
I
had
love this list.
earlier this week we had Greg Cody reading lyrics to "Wood"
Yes.
from Taylor
Oh
Swift.
God.
Tremendous.
And he read them, and then he was like, "I can't believe this." And then we're like, "Oh, we're gonna give you lyrics to another song of Taylor Swift from this album." And he's like, "Oh," and I walk in and I give him the list. Like, "I can't read this. This surely wasn't like Taylor Swift." We're like, "No, Greg, you got to read it. You got to read it." He's like, "No, I'm not gonna. I refuse to read this. I'm not gonna say." We're like, "I'll just like bleep out the words that you don't want to say." But like, we're talking about the album. You got to read the lyrics from the album. And then Dan is like, "Oh, I'll read it." I was like, "No, Dan, you like
We're
you're
doing
not-
a bit.
You're not reading it."
Jesus.
So then eventually, like, Greg gets to read it, and it was the lyrics to "My Neck, My Back." But he wanted. He wanted.
That's top tier
I
producer.
love how
One
he
of
fights
the
it the whole
greatest-
way, and then he just
Yes.
does it.
No, but he also There's
One
also
of the greatest Greg Cody stubbornness things is when you're trying to do a bit with him,
Yes.
and all he has to do is read something,
Yes.
and he has dug his heels so far into
I'm
the
not
ground
reading that.
and
Hold-
will not participate.
I'm not reading.
Wait, it got better though because
And
there
then
was
turns into Jennifer Coolidge.
there
man.
was there was another layer to it where he was like, "Well, I don't even know." We're like, "Gotta sing it." He's like, "I don't even know the beat," and we're like, "It's the exact same beat to King of the Road."
Yeah.
So he was singing "My Neck, My Back" to the tune of King of the Road.
Good times.
You should have told him it was Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
My neck and my back,
Somebody-
my P word and my crack.
He's like, "All you ladies, pop that," and we're like, "Greg,
Congratulations
It's on
on your
Twitter.
Siri nominee.
Somebody put it out with the music.
really?
Yeah.
To the music to King of the Road."
No, with the music to the actual.
Oh my God!
Neck, my
Send
back.
that to me. I like that.
Yeah. Did you guys get anything for Prime Day or no? I bought a new air fryer. I'm excited.
Really?
I stink at that.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm terrible at taking
I
advantage.
I'll glance and then I'll just be like, I'm not gonna.
It's just Amazon's garage sale.
But
if you
the
think
thing
about
is,
it.
we're also a month away from Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So, like, why are we doing this in October? I know that there's like Prime Day in like June or July, but like now we've added an October one, and then there's a November one.
Holidays are here.
That's
It's
right.
crazy.
I don't know. I just know that I really needed a bigger air fryer, and now I got one.
Where's Ed Sheeran on this list?
No songs by Ed Sheeran.
Really?
Yeah,
None?
one of our biggest gripes in the office.
That
No
can't
songs
be
by Ed
right.
Sheeran.
There has to be at least
None.
one.
None.
That's
I like
crazy.
picturing you guys
Thinking
all
out
just
loud.
arguing about this instead of
it was really
working.
Oh,
me,
yeah, but what else
me,
were we gonna do?
Kirsten, Ethan, and then, like Jeremy would come on and we talk about it.
Aye,
And then
aye.
Tony came and was like, "All the Bad Bunny songs should be higher." You know?
What was his deal today? He came just to get a massage upstairs, and then he
Yeah.
left. He's not even here for Mystery Crate.
No, that's
Yep.
what I said. When he was,
Was
leaving, I
Genesis
just
there?
stared at him.
No, it was
So,
Carmen.
Yeah, Carmen
Yeah.
does like cupping and
Oh.
massages for like physical therapy.
My
so
friend.
Carmen. She cupped.
What would be the Ed Sheeran song? Would it be Thinking Out Loud?
for
Out
sure.
loud, yeah.
yeah.
Because that's a classic.
I like dancing in the
What
dark.
about the one? At the bar is where I go.
That's probably called something else.
I don't know any
Perfect.
of
That's
I'm
what it's
so
called.
bad
That's
at
it.
pop music.
Dancing
I'm
in the Dark is Bruce Springsteen. That's why I was
Whatever.
confused.
Shape of You.
Does it even say
Yeah, I
dancing
love
in the
the
dark?
shape of you. No, but I think Thinking Out Loud is the one because that's like in every wedding ever since it came out.
Right.
Which one?
Yeah, Thinking Out Loud.
Yeah, that song's like every wedding song.
I'm only gonna love you till you're 70.
70. It's a great
And
song.
then I'll stop.
Yeah. Maybe we found love.
Johnny Cash, was he even alive in this? When did Johnny Cash
Johnny
die?
Cash was alive.
When did he die?
Is it- Century?
What's the song? Is it
Hurt.
Hurt? Yeah, which is a cover of the Nine Inch Nails song. But
When did Johnny Cash die?
in like 2009, I want to say.
I
And that
am
came out, like, in
shocked
2001.
by that.
That's a stretch.
Dude, it was 25 years ago. It's been a long time. Johnny
Modest
Cash Hurt
Mouse.
was released in 2002.
I got to be honest with you. I still don't know what this list is.
Britney Spears' "Toxic" being a top 10
it's
song
pretty
is just
baffling.
wild.
That's a great song.
It's just,
I mean, the
it's
Britney
not top
Spears
10.
one, it is pretty great. She was kind of, if you think of one artist from a pop female musician from 2000 until 2010, like she is the artist.
She's it.
You guys want some recency bias? 66, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us.
Look at 38 and look at 39.
No, I disagree with Mike Fuentes.
38, Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License, followed by 39, Eminem, Lose Yourself.
Flip them.
I mean,
Lose Yourself.
Lose Yourself could be top 10.
License is pretty
Lose Yourself should be top
good.
10.
Mom Spaghetti.
Bye.
What?